lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yeah, I'm 2 up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we would blow your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with you right now. I got you right now. Nothing need to move up right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now.
Money back, money back, money back, make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card. Game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
20.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
39. Gun. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in him one-handed. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
21, 21. 3 seconds.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready. 90. 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Get set. 11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Right back to him on first down. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 49 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. Get set, get set. 11. 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
There we go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now it's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 1st down, Breeze steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And they'll go on the ground. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way down to the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bree's going to sneak it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Got to love what they're doing on offense right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Ryan. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. That offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11. 13.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
21. 11.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Two minutes to go here in the first half.
Hey, let's go.
Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Get set. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Get set. Open. Play set.
Breeze to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 41 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And he knocks it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, gun.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. That's Samuel, caught left side. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 54, sir! Let him go!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And he'll win it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
21.
Now Breeze. Being chased out left. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Freeman again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21. 22.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. Good move at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run with Freeman. A beautiful spin and room to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They toss to Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
21. Hey, let's go.
Now a toss right, Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
12. 36.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
11.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Kill.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
12.
Breeze now on first down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, two. 21.
Again, it's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Under.
Now Breeze again. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and 4. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
21.
Coleman now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Demario Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Good, good, good. 5-4, ready. 3 down. Ready. Now we're waiting. 18, Mike, 18. Here we go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Here we go. Easy, kill.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready. We're waiting.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.